Hey, Geeks, Arahli here, and thanks for joining me today as we play some more ARK Survival Ascended. Shh, don't tell anyone we started early. You guys are watching this later on. Thanks for joining us. If you're here live, appreciate it. So, hopefully, hopefully, tomorrow is Extinction Day. I'm excited. I'm just ready for a new map. It's just one of those things. I really like exploring and stuff. I want to get a new build thing going. Yeah, a lot early. Yay, what are you gonna do, man? I got done walking Penny. She ate her food. Felt like a good time to start working on stuff. I got a 3D printer working on stuff downstairs. I can't do anything until that's done. Yeah, it just felt like, why not? Let's get rocking and rolling, huh? Yeah, so Extinction maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I had a thing I wanted to work on. I had an idea. I built a bunch of pieces. I think I've got the right amount for what I think I wanted to do. And I want to just work on some stuff. Here, this is new though. Figured I'd show you guys around a little bit. We did the old alpha bosses and all that kind of stuff. Turn it off because it's loud. So now we got ourselves a transmitter, which means we can easily transfer things back and forth here. And at least on the other servers, I have that like in my backpack, so we can just drop them down. They don't apparently require power, which I thought they did. So my original thought was that if they required power, I'd just make a bunch of batteries and have those with us, but don't need to apparently. Okay, let's talk some important stuff first. Actually, I need to do a thing too, so just hang out here for a second while I do a thing over here. I realize this is probably an important thing to be able to show off too. Yep. Things. These. Oh, you can't see anything, I'm sorry. Okay. So, I want to show a couple things off today. First, Visual Storage got an update that did some cool stuff. And I actually haven't tried some of it. So we're gonna look at that real quick. Given placement on the island. I've got one in my backpack at this point. One of the things they said was that they did something with the gas container for light settings and stuff like that. You can turn it off so there's no light from it now. You can change how bright it is, apparently. This is pretty bright. Because I guess people were a little upset that it was brighter than they wanted to see. It's fine. But there's a couple new things. Oh, I built a little bench so I could make some stuff earlier. Couple new things. First, they made it so you can make a wall mount of the lever switches. So this is just inside the range of that. That was kind of the point of me putting there. And this is just inside that range. So now we can put the crane levers on walls, which is fantastic. That is so freaking cool. So we got that going on. There's a new box. So this is our typical drop box. We have ours turned up. So I think the normal limit for this for resources is 10,000. We have it at ×3, so we have 30,000. There's a new version. That's a little tiny baby box. So it does 5,000. I'm assuming that is, I don't know if that actually has gone up the 3 times amount that we normally would put it. So I had to fix that. I might have to change that because we've been doing that stuff manually. But I thought it was neat. It's a cool little box. You can pick with the settings. You can pick what it looks like when it's full. So you can do resources or produce. So we're just going to do resources for a second. Let's take some stuff here. Let's see what that box looks like when it's full. I'll show you real quick, because like normally we put this in here and it looks like resources, right? Let's go put that in this guy. I like the color of this too. Okay, so it's got, cool, it's got like a little trough thing. It's got like stone, metal, wood, thatch, and fiber is kind of the look for it. Let's switch it over and see what it looks like with produce. That's pretty cool. All right. Yeah. Oh, I dig that. The taters look like they little dirty, but everything else is pretty good. Same basic. Yeah, same basic models that are in here, just kind of in a new thing. I definitely like it though. That's cool. I'll put that stuff away. Okay. Basic mod update. There's another thing with this I'll show you in a second with visual storage that's neat, but I need to show you something else first. JVH, who's Jules and Halen, two of our geeks, have made a thing. Let me grab this real quick. They made a community mod for us. So there's a community mod. This is where they said that they're going to kind of they want to put this for any custom items that we kind of need for the server. And like, I've got a couple things I've asked about that will probably eventually make it into this. But I thought it was really cool. First and foremost is the modded glider. This was the most important thing to me. I'm going to show you. It's beautiful. The second right now is a modded zipline motor. This isn't quite working on multiplayer yet. So we're trying to figure out what's going on with that stuff for now. But I'll show you the idea behind it. But yeah, it's not fully doing its thing yet. But I will show you what is doing its thing. Is that here you can see that I'm wearing my the clothes, the skins I've been wanting to wear since we got them for Aberration. But all the time that I had those, the problem was that the glider had to go on your back, right? So it meant that I always had some stupid looking thing with the glider on my back. Now I can put it on my helmet. I gotta put my thing back on here. But now it's on my helmet, which if I turn that back on, you can see it's on me, right? If I have my hat, it's gone. It's not there, right? But I can still glide, baby. Oh, it's been driving me friggin' crazy that we get all these cool like appearance mods, cool stuff we can do for custom cosmetics, but you couldn't wear them and the glider wings. I'm like, glider wings are fantastic, man. You got to be able to have them. So now we do. You can put it on your helmet, hide your helmet, you're good to go. The other thing that's supposed to happen here, we'll move this over real quick, is that this is the zipline motor for us. And it's attachment that's supposed to go onto the shield. And you put the shield in your hand. And you don't see anything. It's gone, right? Now, you'll notice your hand does the, like, hey, I have a shield in my hand thing. But so that, you're supposed to then be able to ride zip lines. It's not working. For me. On multiplayer servers, at least. Oh. It's pretty good. Okay. So yeah, it's not working yet for me. We're working on that stuff. It's not a huge deal. I honestly, the most important part of that to me was the wings. It's been a thing that's been just tremendously irksome since we've had that as an option. But yeah, so we got a cool Geeks community thing. Like I said, there's a couple other things I've talked to Halen and Jules about to kind of see about getting worked in. So nothing to discuss quite yet, but we do have very talented modders that are very cool. Like, they're kind of doing some basic stuff for us, which I thought is neat. Never thought we'd be in a place to be able to have that. Oh, hold on. Speaking of, 1 second. Scarvig, who is a community member, a YouTuber. Hold on, look over here. Let's do this. I'm forgetting myself here. JVH is one part of the cool new additions we have. Scarvig, dude lives over here with all the cool electrics. Our neighbor. Also figured he'd make a mod. Monkey was talking during the stream about a thing that he wanted. That we thought would be neat and cool. And Scarvig was like, I can do that. We're like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, I can make that happen. Oh, let me show you. You know what I should do? While I'm doing this, let's pull that one up too. Hold on. Pull this down here. Meat cake. He made a meat cake. It's a sappy meat cake for carnivores that found carnivores find delicious. Automatically eating it when they need for healing. It does the same thing that the veggie cake does, but for carnivores, and has a meat recipe for it. So let me get back to my cook pot. I'll show you that. So Scarvig made a cool mod for like boss fights and stuff. You can just load up your creatures with a meat cake. So you can see it takes cooked fish, cooked meat, cooked prime, cooked lamb chops, cooked fish prime, bee honey, sap, and water. So basically the same kind of idea as the veggie cake, right? Except that in place of the long grass, rock carrot, all that kind of basic stuff, it's meats. So very cool thing for us to do for this. I don't think I have all the stuff we need for this. Maybe? We have cooked prime fish. Have this turned off. That's not going to help. Raw fish. I don't have cooked prime fish up here. We'll have to get some of that. But yeah, awesome to have that. And that's a thing that we can use to heal up our beasties and stuff during boss fights and everything. And it'll just eat it by itself. It takes, whatever the amount of time, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it is, for them to do all the healing. It is like 10%. So pretty cool that it's we have a new option for that too. Okay. I made some changes, and I want to show you real quick. Just finished your comic reading. Perfect. All right. Look, if you have a real keen eye, you might notice this is squatter than before. I shortened it up, and because for some reason I care about about things looking like they make sense. I wanted to bring in I wanted to bring the range, or I wanted to bring the crane in further. Okay, so this is really funky, by the way. I don't know. It's something about the ceilings that, like, the ceilings do not want you to stand on them on top of a Zeppelin. But I moved this way towards the front because I wanted to get the range in closer. I think it looks weird to me having the crane go the other direction. So I kind of brought it forward and took out one of let me get a thing I can point with. Took one of these guys out, one of just the slope pieces, and I kind of scrunched everything forward. And then I opened up this piece up here so the piece could come down. Is the skin we have on our armor. It's the skin we have on our armor, sadly. I don't know what you're saying right now, Sheldon. Welcome, by the way, to Pharrell. But so I did this and moved everything forward so I could get it inside range, because this works on the Zeppelins now. It still doesn't say that it works. Like, when you put it down, it's like, it's got to be in the same platform. But it works. So I tested yesterday. I was like, I got to make sure this actually seems like it's doing its thing. So I went and did a whole metal run. And I did 2 metal runs and just put them on here. Now, this is the closest I could kind of get this with this layout, this design. Ooh, it's going to be a little funky probably again. So that's kind of the closest I could get it in there to still have it work. So I'm like right on the edge of where I can fit that in there. The wall levers, yes, I have that down. I'll show you again for in just a second, but I do have one of those down. It works great. But yeah, so I had to move it back, and I opened the thing up a little bit because I wanted it to look at least like it's supposed to, maybe work like it's supposed to. The problem is we don't have 45-degree angle pillars for steampunk, so I had to do the metal ones, but it's fine. It's fine. It works. Going to do this. Yeah, so some slight modifications because amazingly the levers work now. I don't know what happened and why it works when it doesn't say that it does, but it does. You can change the loading boxes. You can change loading box of crane itself. You can change like the crane loading boxes look like. Not sure what that means. I haven't looked inside the cranes at all yet. But yeah, you can see there's a wall lever right here. It's just inside the range of this. So that is another thing too. The bigger part of this, the area it uses, really. What? You can oh, Pharrell. What? So you can change the location of this? What happens if I do? So it can go up to 8, and then I can move it. Oh my God. What the heck? Visual storage is the best mod in the world. That means we can put it right back to normal. Amazing. Okay, cool. That'll actually make the other thing easy too. So I do want to make sure I left this alone though, because it is just inside that. Perfect. Didn't know you can move the physics of the crate. No, I did not know that. That's awesome. So the other part of what they did is actually the thing we haven't messed with yet. Oops. Because we haven't had to, but oh, quick unload dino. That's a new thing too. That wasn't in here before. So there's a thing with the distribution for quick setup. Eli, welcome. Which is gonna be, it's gonna be amazing. We don't need it right now because we've already set all our stuff up, right? Like we've already gone through and done all the things. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. This is gonna be great. Extinction's gonna happen. We're going to start playing on Extinction. We're going to build the bases. We're going to put all of our stuff down. And instead of having to go into that menu and put down all the different visual storage boxes and then go into that menu and save all the things, you can just put the boxes down and you can just do quick setup. And it will just automatically connect all of those things. If there's a box for wood, it'll just go to the wood box. It'll just do one click. We'll do all of the basics. And then if you want to get fiddly with it and change it afterwards, you can do that. And you won't have to change anything afterwards. It'll do all the things it's supposed to do. Right? But like if let's say I had a thing for cactus sap and I just did quick setup, it would just automatically add cactus sap to that, which is amazing. And then the other thing they changed too, which I don't know if it's going to do one that does this. I've only got 50. I've only got this set to one place. Oh, that actually should be 100 though. Just after you set up your island base with visual storage. Yeah, they just added it, man. But the other thing with this is that, like, it's also a thing set up where, like, if we, like, had cooked meat or something, right? If you had it in multiple places, I don't, because I've been moving stuff around. If you delete it here, though, it takes it away from everything. I don't really have anything that's set up to a lot of multiple places because everything kind of just has a box in my base. But like you can set it up so like if you click delete, it just takes them all away instead of being just off the one. Because we had to go before and like say we had a bunch here, we had to click each of these to turn it off. Now you just do this, it gets rid of everything for you. You just put it in when you need to afterwards. So very cool updates for visual storage. It's a game changer, man. It's a game changer for what it does. But I'm going to tell you, I think Pharrell just became the MVP of the stream today. Because being able to move that around is going to make my life so much easier for things like this. Because I want to build things and do a bunch of cool stuff with the cranes and stuff. Yeah, lucky you're still working on a rebuild, so visual storage is not fully set up yet. It'll be a lot easier now, man. Once you move stuff around, it'll just rock and roll for you. Okay. This is what I think I need for the Zeppelin that I messed with. We have Extinction coming up. One of the cool things that I was talking about the other day is that not only do we have Extinction coming, but like the verticality with the Zeppelins is going to be different. This is a game changer for us now, right? So like having a base that's way up high isn't going to be so detrimental anymore because we have a way to get up and down and move around pretty easily, right? So I really like the Zeppelin that I have over here, the Carnage, but it's not. It doesn't feel. It doesn't work quite the way I wanted it to. You know what I'm saying? So I had an idea. I think I've worked out some basics for it. We're gonna find out. We're gonna build a new Zeppelin today, though, and this will be the basis for what we're gonna do on Extinction. So let's put. Let's say our gas. What's up, Moonshine? For real, any rough idea where you want to be at Extinction? I don't know yet. I asked a couple weeks ago to see what you guys thought would make sense. The city for sure. I want us to be in the city. I think Monkey made a pretty good point though, that like the city, but maybe the outskirts, because like we're gonna have like garages and stuff for the new vehicles, the rigs and stuff, right? So I want to have a way to be able to get the rigs in and out pretty easily. So I'm thinking someplace on the outskirts. Let me see here. Let's talk for a second, huh? So, and help me out with this because I don't remember. We're gonna turn everything off for a second. Hide all. Okay, so Extinction. This is the ASE map, obviously, right? You've got 2 extinction spots planned. Just need to see if you can get them. Hunt, gotcha. So you're thinking the gardens for the space needed. So here's a couple things, and help me because I feel like I'm remembering this backwards. Is like this shows the green obelisk is here. But I thought this was the city part. Oh no, it is. This is the city part over here, isn't it? Okay, so this is Green Obby. Traditionally we've built like in the swampy area right here before. But I kind of don't want to do the swampy area because we've done it at least twice now, right? So part of me says that someplace out around here wouldn't be bad because then we can be near the wastelands and the Green Obby is right here, which would be beneficial. Let me do a quick thing. Nope, don't see it. Silica pearls. Where are silica pearls at? Like, that's an important thing for us early on, right? The garden with the globe is the east part of the city. That's the other. So I was kind of thinking, Job, that wouldn't be a bad idea. So up here is that kind of that spot where like you have like the little walkways and stuff up. And then there's a thing open. Hold on, because I was looking at different places. Let's do this. Okay. So other side of the map, right? Over on this area, right? There's the memorial. So that's a spot that could be kind of cool. We built like the fountains and stuff are near here, and I think we built in the fountains one of the times before too. Back up. Memorial Park, I think. Yeah, so here's like that globe is back one of these directions, but like we had built kind of up here before, which overlooks this little water area. This wasn't real water before, which could be an issue. So we have to see if that's the case or not. The globe's a good spot too, but highly contested. Grinding the electronics is a bad idea. I hadn't even thought about that part. Yeah, it may be very well overgrown for sure. Memorial Waterfront. Here's the other one I was thinking about too. So we've built up on this section before, right? And then it had kind of this waterfront area. We could build around this specifically. It's not. And look, here's the thing. Yes, highly contested for some of these areas, right? But the whole point of this is for the CC, right? The CC is kind of meant to be a cool spot that like we have enough room to kind of build the stuff we need to, and like it's kind of the thing we can take away some fighting if we need to. Like exactly like you said, right? It's a good reason to make it so there's no fighting, right? Yeah, and this is right beside the globe. Correct, Hunt. So that's a cool spot for it that we could definitely do. The area where you're showing the picture is not where I think it'd be good. Yeah, we did one before there, and it was okay, but it wasn't great. This is on the way up. So behind, like directly behind where we're at right now is the swamp. And then the green area is the lake where the beavers and stuff are. Could be okay. Isn't the last one difficult for ground vehicles? So that's what I was kind of saying though, is that like, if we're going to build like that place is over here. The question is kind of what the edges look like for some of this, right? because the other part of what I was thinking is that I know there's kind of that section on in the middle on either side. I don't remember which side it is. I think this is probably the trench, right? So I think it's this side that there's kind of a spot that like opens out into the land, into the wastelands and stuff. That might be a good area for us to look at too. Still thinking about the sewage pipe, yeah. Sanctuary Park. This is the one this is where we've done 2 CCs so far. This is the what I'm assuming this is what you're talking about, Job, is this one. We've done 2 CCs around this area so far. We had the one on Iron Mine was here down in this section. We kind of built up a thing. And then in the Geeks storyline, we actually had them hanging from these walkways up top. So doable, but we've done it a couple times, so I'm kind of feeling like we may want to do a different thing. Sanctuary Park. Like it'd be kind of neat to maybe have some of them be like we could just line a section too. Like there's a bunch of these spots that are kind of these big open areas like this, right? That like we could just line the walkways with like a house or like, you know, like the basic CC and have the tech bridges and stuff that go across for them. So there's a couple options for sure. But yeah, I just kind of grabbed this the other day because I was messing around trying to figure out if I thought there was any real good spots for us to kind of consider. Songs. We need to see how the ASA map. Yes, for sure, to see how it's looking. So I'll tell you the basic plan is probably going to be the same thing we did here. Is that when the map finally does drop, it's probably going to look. If it happens tomorrow, it'll probably be at 11:59, just before Friday, and we won't be able to start right away anyways. So what will probably happen is we'll get everything downloaded, and then I will do the old admin fly around and see kind of how the basic stuff looks in general, and kind of grab some spots like we did for Aberration and get some screenshots and like some spots on the map to talk about. You're more in the other park or have a long CC. Oh, that's right. Because there was the in the swamp straight down from there is where there's a lot of metal. That's true. I forgot about that part too. CC and one of the gateways into and out of the city. Yeah. Okay, that's not a bad. I hadn't thought about that part over there, Job. I think I know what you're talking about. I think since you always have to run into balancing between safe and reachable. Very true. The difference now, Pharrell, though, is that we have Zeppelins. Like, we're going to be transferring people's characters in, and Zeppelins, as long as we can get silica pearls and stuff and get electronics and that stuff we need. Yes. We can just harvest electronics too, can't we? Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's the thing I'm kind of excited about with Extinction this time around is the Zeppelins will give us some height that we'll have that we didn't have before. There's almost a tunnel-like place at the back of the city that could be good for the CC. Yeah, and the buggies for sure. Interesting thought too with the the rigs, the war rigs and stuff we're gonna have is that it sounds like part of the functionality is that you're gonna be able to essentially teleport your vehicle to the garage, and that's like their way to help if it's stuck, right? So look, that's gonna be a super easy cheaty way for us to move things around, but it means you could probably have your garage like up in a building someplace, right? And then kind of like just get to a normal spot and then teleport that thing up where it needs to be. Yeah, the lamppost. So that's gonna be an important thing for us too. Like I remember the place that I built, the lamppost is amazing for getting element dust and electronics and metal and stuff like that, metal shards. So it'll be important we don't like ruin any of the spawn points for that. Just hoping that the water in the fountains in the city are drinkable. Yes, that would be amazing if they actually were real things. Okay, let's do. Well, I didn't mean to make the ASC or ASR ones. Okay. Order foundations, sure. So we want metal, and we're gonna try to get this right up in here. We're going to start with this. Like, if we go here, we'll get lined up on this piece here. If we go here, that should put us right about where we want with the triangle parts. A little shy, but it should be fine. Spectators don't come with Extinction, yep. Yep. They haven't shown them any of the programs. I think, you know what? You're right, though. They haven't shown them at any of that stuff. We haven't seen any of the tech dinos. Do you think they're going to look better? Like, I feel like they're not going to be crazy different anyways. Making metal electronics a thing for breeding again. Yep. And now that we have the better breeding mod, it should be a little easier for some of that stuff, too. How are we feeling on that? It's a little off. I don't really need to be super picky about this, but I'm going to be just because I can. So we were probably just a bit too far. About halfway in. It's close enough. Yeah. Missed tech dinos. They made some of the less aesthetically pleasing dinosaurs more bearable for you. Totally understand that. Okay, let's get these guys in. Oh, don't need that one. We need to come back out here with the last of these. Okay. This front part's gonna be the weird one. I gotta remember how I did all of it. So. Uh-huh. I don't know. That's correct. I don't know why you want to go there. Don't do this thing, Zeppelins. They did something with the Zep codes that that's making them funky for how you stand in them. Try keeping this surprise for anyone that's not familiar with the game. Yeah, it can make sense. Just remember the Raptors, Paracers, the best bang for your buck in electronics and metal. Yeah, for sure. Do we know, does that go with health too? Like, is health what actually makes that go up? Okay, we want this to be the roof corners. I think, right? Hold on a second. Good thing now I have to remember what I did to make that work. Yeah, okay. I think that to make that work, though, I had to actually do these first. If I remember correctly. Just... Yeah, but you love the look of the Stegos. So you went through most of them. The Stegos do look really good with that. It was a really good look for them. You know what? Was it just regular ones? I thought it was the right angles. All these extra ones actually make it a little hard. It is just regular ones. All right, nice. Okay. And we're going to come in from there for these guys. This is kind of similar to what we did for the guppy with the basic bottom part. I changed the shape a little bit. And then we're going to do some walls. I didn't make walls, did I? Didn't make walls. That's an important part of this. think I made quarter walls, but not regular walls. I think I make the tech stego crests glow in different colors and different modes. Ooh, that would be really cool. I'd be interested to see what they do for some of that stuff, right? Because like we haven't like that is some newer stuff that's been added since we got those. I'm curious if they do that now. I have a little bit of a hard time thinking Wildcard's going to put the work in for that. Let me look at this real quick. How many do we need then? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6, 7, right? 7, I think. We need metal. Regular walls. 7, I think. You know what else we need? We need a door. I made it be, by the way, I made this, it's the tech one because it just goes super fast. Door 2. Okay. Yep. Walls. I have to actually look at this because these are, like, these last ones are half, so it wants to snap at the halfway point because that's an actual foundation. So I gotta look at the walls to get them to snap like we want. Okay. We can do the pillars after, I think. Second. Okay. So I've got a reference picture that I took as I was messing with stuff earlier. Then we should be, what, just regular, right, for these guys? Then it should be triangles again. And I think to make this stuff work the way I want, I'm going to have to do a little funky for this too. Okay. Sides should be pretty easy. Then I wanted to go back to this level so it looks like it's supported on this. Yeah, so it's kind of just barely eating into it. So that's that. There's that dumb part of me that wants to like have it look like it actually could work and not just be ridiculous stuff because it could be. Okay, and then I should have, I think, one of those open. So that one should be open across here. It's not dumb, it's called consistence. Yeah. It's one of those things that like it shouldn't make a difference, but it really does bother me when things don't look like they like it's fine. Like you can get some fantastical stuff, right? But one of the things I like about ARK is that you can build stuff that looks like it's supposed to be there. Which speaking of, let's do a piece real quick. Like that piece, right? Should have another thing sticking out for it. And then I want to add, got the pillars here too, so I could do, I want the regular slope. Yeah. Like I want there to look like there's some structural support struts in there for it essentially, you know? But like it looks like it's supposed to kind of fit like that. think building with some realism in mind, I can make things look better. Me too. That's kind of like I really want it to look like it's supposed to for some of this stuff, you know. Okay, let's do ASR for the win here because we can do our half size stairs. Get us up and down. I think I gotta go. Oh, you know what? I need another regular seat. Gotta fake a piece here to make it work. You know what? I just realized, though, one of the things I have on here we could adjust. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to keep it the way it is, but because of Pharrell's amazing tip earlier, we actually could do something a little different. Not going to, though. We're going to... I still kind of like the shape of what I'm thinking about for this, so... Okay, so we come up here. Then I want a regular ceiling here, okay? But it won't snap there because it's trying to snap to the ceilings that are here. We're going to use our quarter ceilings to give ourselves a little spot to make sure it'll actually fit like it's supposed to. And now it should snap in there. I can't actually walk up this section, so I got to take out the quarter ceilings so I can get up or down. I'm going to have to put another piece in, I think, to make that stick. Let's see. It shouldn't make a difference for us to have to put this in. Like, I can do this with other parts as well. Wait, that should stay there. I could put it on the inside. Yes, you're right. The drawback I put on the inside is that it'll get the weird overlappy, glitchy look at some point. I wasn't doing that earlier. Well, okay. Look, for now, we'll do this the easy way. I like to try to conserve piece count where I can. Okay, we're gonna turn this off. Then I would typically want it lined up around here. Using the metal guidelines to kind of get the cross set up there. So we get our line set. Okay, and then like I said, I kind of want that to look like it's going where it needs to. But now that we know we can do the fun part of, not the distribution range. Now that we know we can move it in, too. Yeah, this was kind of just where it needed to be, but now we know we can move it, too, which is amazing. Settings. And we want the area. Is it this one we want to move it? Let's do 5.5 and see if that'll work. Yeah, that puts it just inside that, which will make it easier for us to put the levers down. Perfect. That is amazing. Just the best. A little bit of extra customization makes such a difference for that, man. Okay. So leave that way. We can get up and down now, right? Yep. Okay, we need to put in some of these guys. So we can put our doorway in. What do we think? Do we want to do a double door? I think a double door, right? Okay. Oh, you know what I meant to do too? Let's go grab that. You want the boxes in here. Let's take this with us. Wait a second anyways. Probably, right? Can't remember if the earthquake thing still happens while you're... It does, okay. I remember. Oh, ARK. Weirdness. Okay, well. A whole bunch more of these for a reason. We need to put in some rails. I'll tell you one of the things I was messing with. No, that is not where you go, bud. What's up, Helix? How you doing? One of the things I was messing with before is that you can go in between. Like, you can go between this, right? Which I think is awesome. I was trying to get a hatch frame in there, but the stuff here, even though you can go in between them, you can't actually climb up into the section. So I lined it up that way a couple times and messed with it. It just doesn't quite work like you want it to, unfortunately. Which is just too bad, really. Yeah, I think this is almost done, guys. But I think this is gonna be the Zep design for me going forward. Now, I will say the drawback is I have no idea if this fits on officials because we have our platform limit turned up for rafts and stuff like that. So it probably doesn't. It's probably too many things. But honestly, like, visual storage is a very big part of this too. And you kind of have to have visual storage to make this be as beneficial as, because without visual storage, oh, look at here. The Zeppelins still don't do great for weight, you know? Down here. It doesn't? Yeah, I kind of didn't think so. And then let's put our boxes in here. And we will use... What should do? To put it in the bar? That's right, okay. Let's make these metal, because we can. For that. We're going to just put stuff in here. You make me extinct. Bring it on, Fox. You know, to do that, you'd have to actually show up in game, bro. We need to put this someplace, too. I don't like the idea. Let's do one of these wall boxes. Whoa. Oh, we landed. What if we can not do the wall boxes out here? But the other thing, too, again, like I said, we're going to use this, this thing that says it doesn't work. We can switch the switch, and it says that the crane and lever have to be on the same platform, but the fancy news today is that it doesn't actually matter. They do work. As long as they're in the zone that they have to, they do actually function. I'll just toss those in there so I have them. You can see that at the bottom it shows they're linked. It was red before, but now they show linked, so we have our things in there. Like you have murdered me and other games several billion times. It's very true. Might do some hell divers or something tomorrow. You down with that, Fox? The bare minimum, I want to play some of it. Because we can. All right, let's get some skins going. See how we look. Turns PvP on, yeah. Yeah, the finals and Helldivers are two things I'd definitely like to play a little bit of this week. You know, they got some nice little updates. I've been playing Path of Exile. I know you guys have seen Monkey stream, and I've kind of played during his streams. I haven't really streamed a ton because I want to get to a point where, like, we can kind of stream a bit more together. And I had to get some leveling stuff done for that. Depends on the time. Yeah, let me know, man. I'm currently off, so We can make that stuff work. Oh wait, I don't want these ones to be that way, because I can't do the quarter ones. Job, you down, buddy? I'm off right now, man, so like, you know, time of day, a little easier to play different times than it's been before, so if you're down, get some Helldivers 2 going. Because, yeah, Path of Exiles has been a lot of fun. I'm going to keep playing that for sure. I'll do some streams with that pretty soon. I've just been kind of getting up to the point that I'm kind of where I want the character to be. I was playing Sorceress originally, and I've since switched over to Ranger. Ranger is definitely more my jam. So I kind of want to get to a point that you guys could join me with that. I'll leave those doors metal, the actual door frame metal, I think. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Is that all the stuff? Not off, but you're around. But if you're around, you're down. Cool. Sounds good. I don't mean randos too much. Yeah, for sure. You know what we need? My paintbrush. Got a paintbrush? I got rid of all my mods and put them back on, and I didn't put the Western or the Aaron Longstaff one back on. So like all my stuff looks generic, and I have weird signs in weird places now because I forgot to do that. So whoops. Okay. I should have this. It drives me crazy when they're super light colored. I think we're good. Should probably put a generator on here. Oh. Mm-hmm. Let's, the ones look good. Kind of the same direction. Yeah, that would have drove me crazy. Is that a trebuchet? You crashed, Alden? That sucks, buddy. No, this is, Fox. This is the thing I was talking about before that you didn't really hear about at all, but it is, it changes the world, man. This is the visual storage crane. You can take like a creature, you can go do a bunch of harvesting and stuff like that. And then there's these little zones that these put out, which I'll show you. So anything that's, any dino that's in that zone or any cart that's in that zone, you can just click the button to like take everything from the dino or whatever into this crane. And then the crane, if you press another button to distribute it, will distribute it to all of the things they make that like let you put stuff away. So like this is all pelt and stuff. I've got wool and pelt, 75,000 because we've been murdering sheep. All the stone and stuff is up here, so that stone's got 45,000 stone in it right now. The wood's got 8,000, 9,000 right now. So it just automatically distributes it. No more running to different boxes and putting stuff away. You can set where things go in this distribution menu. So you just pick whatever the thing is, and then the little green icon means it goes someplace for it. Yeah, the guns don't exist anymore, though, bro. That was an S Plus thing, and we don't have that kind of stuff anymore. So this is kind of the way to make it work like that. And I think it looks way better. It's not just we don't have just a rack of boxes full of stuff, right? We got things that actually look like they're supposed to hold things like stone and wood, and like these crates that hold like, you know, that's elemental ore and the green and blue and red gems now. Need some red gems, it looks like. 2K in there right now. Yeah, and it's got stuff for like holding like pearls and all that kind of stuff. And then one of my favorites is the like, these are like the refrigerator type things. Just can hang meat on the inside for it, right? And you can You got all the stuff to like put all these different containers with different things in it, including all the berries and fruits and veggies and stuff. It's neat, man. Hands down one of my favorite mods. Okay. Let's get up and take a peek at how she looks. Of course, it's super dark time again because we're on Extinction and that's what we do. Let's see if we can get into that light real quick and see what you guys think. Storage looks nice. Yeah, for sure. That's one of the best parts to me, honestly. I swear, Light, if I get there and you go away, I'm going to be mad. What's wrong with the 7 days to die? Mm-hmm, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's the new. I think that's going to be the style we kind of go with for Extinction. I had a kind of a new idea. I think in general, I like this kind of layout. What I wanted to be able to have was there's this thing too. Oh, yeah. It does not for some reason. The Zeppelins keep pouncing me out into weird spots. But I wanted to have something that's got a little more open space on the top. You know, if we were to land a bird on it, we could definitely land a bird on it and be fine. Yeah, a little more of a flat top for it, I think. Much less detached or UI focused than S Plus was. Yeah, for sure. And it lets you auto-craft, just like the dedicated storages and stuff, too. So you have to actually carry things or move stuff around. As long as it's in those boxes, you can craft automatically from it, which I think is fantastic. So yeah, we had the Carnage, named after Don Carnage from Tailspin. Exactly, have a little party up there. That's what I'm thinking too, Helix. But yeah, so now we got Carnage over there, and then I gotta get a name for this guy. I don't know. All right, Lai. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Yeah, I like that we kind of get that big flat section up there. Parker Squad of Velos on that. That's not a bad idea. Pirates? Sky Pirates? Wait, what minuet? Yeah. This is weird, stupid bug. We put rails on this, you think? We could put rails on the inside of this still. I've got some if we decide to. Yeah, I definitely like having the much bigger deck up here. Let's do this real quick. Photobook gives us some brighter stuff. So I'd like to have a big flat deck. We can put stuff up here if we want to. Fart saucer. Open canopy up front so you can see out like you need to. We'll call it FPS. And we still have some storage stuff inside. I mean, the benefit of this, right, is that we don't actually have to get too crazy. I should probably toss a generator up on there. Maybe some lights in here. Cryo fridge, right? I mean, like, the basics. Take out of this real quick. Ooh. Oh, look, I just want to, again, wearing our fancy clothes. I can glide. Be a superhero. Ah, I love that I can wear the vest and all that stuff. And we'll be able to wear all the ridiculous... Oh, you know what? I didn't show you guys. This is real stupid of me. Hold on. Let me show you this too. Big flat deck. Bangarang? Yeah. Okay, here's the thing too, right? Now if we go in here and Geeks the Glider, you'll notice that it does not have blue gems. It's crystal. So JVH replaced the blue gem requirement for us with just crystal for this and the motor that's made over here. So crystal, not blue gems. So again, I think we can do on either of them now, and be good to go. Well, you know what I need to do? I need to put that thing in there. Generators in here? I don't remember. Nope. Make a generator. Because we should probably have one of those. I could put a tech gen up there at this point. I'm not going to, but I could. Then we need some guzzling. Oh, I never moved the metal either. He had a New Zealand friend they call the Discord the deck heads. The deck heads? Hilarious. I could see where that maybe wouldn't sound quite right. The specific accent. Oh, here, Fox. I'll show you how part of this thing works too. So, this is our giant steam forge. Here's the metal from the last run. Ooh. Boy, I haven't tossed this stuff out in a little bit. Let me do one of these again. I think we just have to... Oh, that's going to be a problem. We need to know where it goes. Oh, it's up here. Can I get that from down here? Whoop! Ow. Deck heads would have been exactly what they implied. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with his accent, 100%. Yeah, they went up top. Can we grab that from here? No, so we need to see... If I drop it from up here, will it go where I want it to? I actually want it to go this way anyways. This is always a funny part of this. It's funny because it was dropping just directly. Oh, so it's just dropping right here now. Can I put a box up here? If I put this right here, can I reach it? From here I can. Yeah, for sure. I could definitely do that. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Did I put that center enough that I'm not going to be upset about it? Probably. It's not anything that needs to actually stay up all the time, but, you know. We actually haven't checked to see if those will go on to pillars yet either, so. 2's probably enough. Let's take 3. I love the big steam forge, but they do not make it easy to get metal out of there and put it where you want to. Well, I mean, you can, but you know, you're limited by how fat you can be. Ah, yep. Sweet. Good call, Hunt. It doesn't look too bad. Should be fine. let's make sure. Perfect. Have that effect from time to time? Yep. All right, lots of metal. 70,000 metal. I'm going to change what this looks like. And then this actually can only hold 5K. I need to change that. But now I'm too fat to do it. From here. Uh-oh. Yeah, they need. Yeah, they need to get bumped up to 15K. Yep. 1 second, please. Let me get the old admin mode going real quick. Okay. And then inventory settings. What is this called? Do you think it's wall rack? Right? You think? No. Drop box? Wall drop box, yeah. You really need a mechanic of me slamming through the bottom of the ship. You have that much weight, that would be pretty funny. All right, that is... Oh, the actual issue now. Maybe that it's trying to... Oh, it's all in there now. Okay. Yeah, it's trying to distribute, and the boxes are probably full now. So, Fox, I just put all of that metal in there, right? And now they're all just stacked down here, ready to go. It says the drop box is 15K, but in your menu it's 30. Yeah, the drop box is 30. It's been 30K for a long time. So the drop box here, 30K. The wall ones are meant to be 5K normally, because it's supposed to be smaller. So it's supposed to be 10K for the drop box and 5K for the wall version of that. So what we've just done is I've just tripled it because it needed to be adjusted. So now this holds 15, and the other piece carries the other ones do the 30. I do not need 5 ingot pallets, man. Calden. There's 90,000 metal down here. This is... Look, I know that you can go through that, man, but this is 90,000 metal. Between these 2 pallets. I'm good. I do not need that much. Okay. He needs 10. Yeah. Well, you know what? I was going to make a cryo fridge too, just so we have one of those up there. Bring some to your base. We're right by the metal spot, man. Yeah, I'm going to increase the inventories too. Me too, although I have to keep holding Monkey Puzzle back, man. If it was up to Monkey, we'd be 7 or 8 times all that. The problem is then everything would look empty in my base all the time. And I'm not cool with that. Okay. We need to make a cryo fridge. Have that. We're just going to do this. And we shouldn't need this stuff anymore. Need that. This. You know, we could use a light. This mod is enabling you. I know. We have made it very easy to get things from one place to another. Like we still need to have some sense about about how much stuff should be. Yeah, but then I wouldn't know if it actually was full or not, Talden. Like, the point is that you can visually see if you have the materials you need. Like, I can look over here and go, I don't have much hide right now. And if I had it set to full all the time, I wouldn't actually know that. You hoarders can just make more boxes if you need them. All right, we need a light. 2 of them? I'd like to see that with a steampunk skin. Gyro. I'm not sure what you mean by that either. You do. I'm gonna look for all of the visual storage items that are wood. Yeah, that would be actually. I'd be like, I like the kind of rustic look for it for sure, but I would also like to have like a version. It'd be kind of neat to have tiers, right? Like this is your basic with the stone and wood, but like to have metal bins for your wood and everything like that too, and like have them like these boxes are fine, right? Like I definitely like them, but they're definitely rough looking. It'd be kind of nice to have like some like industrial looking ones too. Oh, a steampunk version of the tech replicator? This thing, right? And what would a steampunk version of that be like? I mean, I kind of feel like the Steam Forge kind of has that basic look, right? I feel like the Steam Forge kind of has that look. But of course, that's not what the Steam Forge is for. It'd be neat. I think that'd make sense, though. Like, the Steam Forge definitely has the look of, like, you know, crazy mechanical deal. Steampunk chunks. Steam machine. I feel like the skin from one of the custom mods makes it look like a modern Stargate. Oh, that's cool. It's just out of place on this. Yeah, Helix, the only reason that thing is actually up there right now is so I can make cryopods whenever I want to. Otherwise, it would just live inside my my equipment, inside a box someplace. I'm just making a bunch of cryopods, so. Okay, let's put the generator up here. So I need to decide. It's the most sense. And we need our silent mod. Does it have to go down here too? No? Goes over here. Oh, the cosmetic thing made so much more sense before. All right, let's put you right here. Why this matters, that it's close to the same, I don't know, but it does. All right, probably could have got away with one of those. Let's put it on one. Would you make a bottomless pit version of the Dropbox? Absolutely not. You could ask Gunn to reskin it for you. Wouldn't be steampunk, would it be better? I like though. I mean, it's fine the way it is. I don't need to reskin that. Just imagine the Dropbox having a fake hole in them. Endlessly deep looking one. That'd be a little creepy. Oh, I meant to put one of those in here. Whoops. You know what? I usually hang these, but... What are you trying to attach to, man? Is the light being there causing a problem? Oh, no. It just was trying to go backwards. I wonder if the light is going to be a problem or not. No, it feels like it'll be fine. Okay. Then we gotta put the cryo fridge someplace. We'll just move it a little closer. Cool. Should paint that generator too. You paint the generators now? Probably, right? Ooh. I was gonna go down there, but if I do that, I won't have a way back up because the zipline motors don't work right now. Whee! You guys have any other cosmetic things that you would like to see? Don't have just, you know, carte blanche, but definitely have a challenge or two out there right now for Halen. Oops. Shift. You will work. For your face, I could use one of those too, monkey. I think there's like a whole body option. Custom cosmetics in real life I could wear. I'd like to look like my ARK character in real life. I don't think there's anything that good out there. Okay, where are we gonna put this wall box now? I don't need to have two beds, honestly. You ditch a bed. Let's do that. Let's put this wall box right here. Let's change that to be resources. You look identical to your ARK character in life? Yes. Yes, I do. This is exactly how I look in real life. Saw somebody place a big round mirror at the bottom wall. It looked bottomless. Yeah, those are the bottomless looks is pretty cool. The cosplay mod would be nice to see again. It'd be great to have all the characters in ARK have not have the same face. You don't like my face? You don't like my face? Totally agree though. Okay. Oh, paint. God dang it. Oh, what do you let me do here? That's not gonna work. Paint. Hello, monkey. Welcome, sir. Paintbrush. That I don't need. We were talking about Extinction CC locations earlier, Monkey. Kind of just messing around, see if we had any crazy bright ideas. You got any place specific you're thinking about, bud? Oh, I wish you weren't so awkward, bud. No, why would get back on the... Oh. Go. Would be fun if it constantly got hit by meteors. Monkey has just signed up for base upkeep. Perfect. All right. That's the slate on there. Doesn't look that different. How to make everyone constantly around like chicken. Yep. All right. Cool, though. I think that'll work. Definitely digging this style. Not a lot of choice, really. You mean somewhere in the city, right? Yeah, somewhere in the city. And I know you were kind of talking about how you thought it'd be good for us to have some place to the wastelands, which I think is true. I think it'd be great for us to have a good way to get to the wastelands easily. You guys think I'm gonna need gas anytime soon? 390 days. What you heard was a free tech shield and free element. As long as Monkey's the one's gotta spawn it in. I don't. That's way too much for me want to spawn in. So, Monkey Pharrell showed me something amazing, by the way. That I don't know when it got added, but I felt real dumb for not knowing it was a thing. I'll show you in just a second here. So in the settings, you can move the crane unload area. So that thing where it was annoying me that it wasn't as close as I wanted to, you could just move a slider and move the thing, and it works. Monkey isn't Holly, it's true. A mobile CC? I wouldn't, like, we did that kind of once. Oh, everyone gets a car. That's it. The foundation on the cars is 1 by 1. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Okay, we should be good to do a quick metal run. I just want to make sure we got what we need for that. Paintbrush in here. Oh, and Monkey, it's not in the patch notes. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but whatever work they just did with the wall levers, make the levers work as well. They will say that they don't, but they do work. You see how it's linked to the bottom, so now the levers will work too. So now it doesn't matter. I don't have to get to that at all. I can just get my creature up close to it, which is what we're gonna go do. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one of the first thoughts I had, Hunt, with that 1 by 1 area, because if you don't put something on like the back attachment, you have like a 1 by 1. I'm curious if we can put a crane on there. Because it sounds like you can teleport your vehicles back to base. So I'm just saying, if you could put a crane on there and go harvest all the stuff and then zap your stuff back to you, be pretty good. Fox, good to see you, man. Shoot me a text. Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. We can play some finals or Helldivers too, man. Sleep well. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, Hunt, that my brain immediately went to like, how does that get exploited? Oh. So I have to see if it works or not. That's what Gunn wants to do too. Well, part of the thing that I kind of like, I like the idea, and I like, look, it definitely breaks a bit of, doesn't make a ton of sense for you to be able to teleport that stuff back. I get why it can do that, right? But it does mean that, you know, we should be able to put our garages up someplace. Like, you should build up on top of a skyscraper if you want, and then put your garage up there and be able to just kind of pull your vehicle back up there when you need to. So, well, we're gonna be real off center today, are we? All right, well, be curious if you can put the garage in a Zeppelin. It looks like it's too big for that, sir. The garages look decently large. Well, that's the reason, like, I feel like that's the reason they're putting the thing on. Like, that's what makes me worry about the vehicles, is that they felt the need to make it so the garages can zap them back. Makes me a little worried about the vehicles, man. The rigs might be real janky. One garage per tribe? No, it sounds like, it sounded like everyone could have a garage. We'll find out. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, it sounded like that was going to be the deal, at least. This one, and then we'll circle around for the rest. Yeah, the garage is the unstuck for vehicles. Yeah. So, like, if you get a vehicle stuck, if you go back to your garage, you're supposed to be able to just teleport it back, which is great, but that's also what made me immediately think, well, if there's a 1x1 area and you can stick a crane on top of that 1x1, you can definitely do the boxes, you know what I'm saying? But if you could stick a crane on that 1x1, you might be able to just zap the materials back to your base. Which I'm not, as you know, glitchy as that is, I'm not against it, because you still have to go gather the materials. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the same as if you had a pocket, you know, if people have gone through and done the island bosses and stuff and have the transmitter now, it's the same as keeping a pocket transmitter. You just toss the thing down and throw everything in there. You can just take it back to your base immediately that way. So, as long as you still have to do the work for it, fine with it. Yeah, the garage is the crafting station for them. Yeah. Yep, so you'll have to, we'll have to have the station, and then you craft the vehicles and put the different pieces and parts and tires and that kind of stuff on it from there. They did make the Rhino work and carry boxes too, yep. Well, in the same, like, I know we had that, I never was good at using it, but, like, I know that there was that one mech armory thing that we could make in Genesis 2, I think? That could pick up safes and stuff like that, right? So, like, that's how people were able to move stuff around like crazy before. Can the Rhino carry a crane? I don't think so, because the cranes had to be, cranes actually have to be placed down, as far as I know. Like, I don't think you can just, like, they're not, the Rhinos aren't made for that, so I don't think they can do that. It's not a normal in-game thing, you know? Could be wrong, haven't tried. Exomech, that's what it was called. Overden requires some ridiculous resource. Ridiculous level or resource like Black Pearl. I mean, I'm gonna assume level-wise it's probably gonna be similar to like the Zeps are higher, so I could definitely see it being a little higher. What is the Zeps at anyways? It was in the 60s, wasn't it? 92? Way off. I mean, so it's probably gonna be something like that, right? Do we have does Extinction have the plants you can harvest like we have here for polymer? I thought that there was something like that, wasn't there? Oh, the Exomex you could teleport to you with the while it carried storage through the like. I know we had awesome teleporters. You talking through awesome teleporters? I guess that would probably still work the same way as the regular teleporters would, wouldn't it? Because that's what the awesome teleporters were based on. So. This is a fake. Yeah, okay. See, I thought it was a fake. Did the weight matter for the rhinos when they carried the vaults and stuff like that? I know they flew slow, but yeah, you could dismount the mecha and it would still carry the vault. Yep. Is that a no that the weights doesn't matter? Well, let's see if you guys been playing though. I know Monkey and a bunch of the other iron miners. There's been a lot of IronGeeks and stuff in general. There's been a lot of Path of Exile 2 this last week and some change. Last week, maybe? Has it only been a week? Seems crazy, but it might be true. I've been enjoying it for sure. I'm actually, last night kind of got everything set to the point of being able to do the trials. Probably do some of that. Some Rim World and Luma Island. I think I've seen some stuff with Luma Island. They look pretty decent. It's funny, like I've got now I downloaded Throne and Liberty because I was like, oh, we should play some Throne and Liberty. Haven't had time to do any of that. Helldivers 2, obviously I want to play that. I was talking with them about that earlier with like Fox and Job and stuff. Finals had his new update. I haven't even checked out the new weapons and stuff like that. I want to jump back into that a little bit. Then of course, hopefully we'll have Extinction. Primordialis? Primordialis? I don't know what that is for real. Spore cell stage, but a bit more intricate. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been since the boss fights and stuff, and leading up to the boss fights, Ark's felt like a bit of a grind because we're kind of at the point where like we've got everything really like pretty well established at this point here, and like it's not like Aberration's a little rough because it's not a great place to build extra bases in, essentially, you know. Come on, buddy. Come on. It's a small indie game. So yeah, I've kind of been at the point where I'm like, I just like, I love ARK. I want to build some more stuff. But I want to build some more stuff, which means not doing it here. So yeah, Extinction, good time. You build something small? I mean, build a couple small ones if you want, right? That's one of the fun things with some of this. You can build a couple little ones if you want to. One of the things I really like about visual storage is I feel like I can build small. Like, I feel like that's a thing I can do. It doesn't have to be crazy. And still get kind of all the stuff I want. Lose steam with big builds. Yeah. I don't even know what we're gonna build yet. Usually, like coming into Scorched, I had an idea of what to build. Coming back into Aberration here, I had a pretty good idea of what I wanted to build. I have no clue what I want to build for Extinction, which is nice. Like, it'll be neat to kind of just dive in, find a good spot, and then work out what I want to build from there. It's been a while since I've got to do some of that, you know? I haven't seen anywhere in a Ragnarok yet, unfortunately, Moonshine. That's... Wait, you okay here? Is that not a rock? Oh, okay. Alright, no words yet on Ragnarok. I am anxiously awaiting, man. I think Extinction will be good. We'll get some good playtime out of Extinction, but Ragnarok's the thing, man. That's the be all end all. I can't wait for that map. It's my favorite. I really hope Wildcard doesn't do anything silly. Like, give Dave and Jackson the time to do the stuff. Like, don't mess with them. Just give them. That is the one map. You want to take an extra month to come out? Take it. Like, I don't care. Ooh. I will patiently wait for Ragnarok, man. Ragnarok is home. Exactly. Put the kiddos to bed. Back afterwards. Nice. I will tell you what I should be doing right now that I'm being a slacker about. So you guys, if you watched Monkey's stream, know that Monkey built a brand new PC. Bought a bunch of great stuff for it. Monkey, I'm gonna say, jokingly twisted my arm and convinced me that it was probably a pretty good time to buy. Monkey and I both had the same, I don't know if we had the same processor, but I think we had similar processors. And they're at the end of what the architecture cycle was for them on the motherboards. So we both knew we were gonna have to update this year to this coming year. And with the possible tariffs and that kind of stuff Black Friday, it was a pretty good time to pick up new stuff. Okay, let's check this out. Unload cart. We can do it all from down here. Yes! Oh, it's so great. Oh my god. It's the little things, guys. It's the little things. But yeah, so I also purchased all the stuff to build a new PC. And the last thing I was waiting on was the not the motherboard, sorry, the processor. Both of us, Monkey did a bunch of research, and then I got to just steal his research, which is great. But no, he had talked about the Ryzen 7 9800 X3D, which is the fastest processor to roll with right now. It's been very difficult to get. I think the MSRP is like $479, and like the cheapest I've seen them available now is through, you know, people scalping them on eBay and stuff like that, and they're like $800-900 is what I've seen. I think Monkey got his for a better deal, but Monkey got his through eBay, and then had to do it twice because one of them got stolen in transit. So a bunch of crazy stuff. I'm lucky enough to live, I'm going to use some air quotes here and say close to a micro center, which is great for, I just realized I can't park here. Which does some great stuff. It can be a little controversial, but they don't, for some specific stuff, they won't allow you to buy them online. Even to pick them up in the store, you can't do it. You have to, you can only buy them if you're in store. And one of the things that, this is going to be a little funky. That CPU is one of the things that they classified that way. So I've been just kind of like keeping my eyes on the website and a couple other places for it too. I can't get to it here. Worth a try. Too funny. Zeppelin's too big for that. I'll just put another crane up on the other side. Unload cart. And oops, nope, not so distribute. Anyway, so I did a 5-hour drive round trip because they managed to have them in stock on Monday. So I was able to go get one, pick one up for MSRP, which is amazing. So I spent the $4.79 on it. Let me catch up. Sorry, guys. Hope they don't fill the northwest area with trees on Ragnarok. Northwest area. That was jungle before, wasn't that? Didn't Northwest? That was one of the first spots that was all jungle and stuff before. The swamps are out that way too, aren't there? There are some swamps up there. Either city or desert, but likely the city. A modern build would be a nice change of pace. Yeah, for sure. Karmic, the only thing I didn't buy new, for the MSRP plus $100 in gas, 100% monkey. The only thing I didn't buy new for this system is the graphics card, and I'm going to reuse most of my hard drives. I did buy a new NVMe 2 terabyte drive for this one because I could. I didn't actually realize Monkey and I got the same motherboard. I mean, I knew that part, but I didn't realize is that Monkey said they can have 4 NVMEs in this motherboard, which is very silly. It's amazing. Northwest. Oh, okay, not like full north then. Because like northwest was the swamps and stuff. You're talking kind of like west, like in the middle of the map, but west. I do remember that, the grassland areas where the rivers and stuff were, right? There's a little river section there. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to keep the graphics card I have, though, Karmic, which is a 4080 that's in here right now. Which I giggled the other day because I had forgotten. Like, I have the Pro Art version of that because it's the one I could get. So I have, like, the one of the sillier versions. Not silly, but, you know. Whee! Scotland. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. The Scotland area. Right. It would be weird if they treated it up. I don't think they'll do that. It'll probably have super tall grass because that's what ASA has, but... yeah, so I've got all the stuff to build the PC now. I just didn't do it today. For reasons. I've got a 3D print that I've been working on. My DM's wife has asked for some little fairy things from Harry Potter that she wants to use for some Christmas stuff. So like there's a time sensitive nature to it. I need to actually get those taken care of and printed out and stuff. So I've been working on, I think I'm on iteration 9, which actually, one second while I take a look and see where that's at on the printer. Trying to get the right support set up for something like this is a bit funky. Oh, that one looks, the printer's done. It looks like that one worked. So if that worked out well, I can scale up and do a whole bunch of them for her real quick. But yeah, today I worked on I got everything pulled out for the computer and started doing some of the build stuff. And I remember that I had to drop off a 3D printed sandworm that I made for a friend. And then I had to finish up some of those iterations. So I worked on that too. I wonder if the beached whales will still be there. I hope so. I think those whales were one of the best things, man. It's a great way to just get spoiled meat off the bat. That's the same spot we can get megalanias and stuff too, so I loved it. So remind me, guys, because I don't remember. Silica pearls on Extinction. Is it just like, was there some in the area by the swamp, but down by where the metal and stuff is there? Like, where are we looking for that stuff at? Like, I know metal was a decent spot. That was a decent spot for metal, so that should be a thing we can kind of get to easily. Like, what about black pearls and stuff? Where did we find black pearls and stuff on there? The new prep today, was this guy. Was this, The new Zeppelin. Oh. I wanted to get a new Zeppelin. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. I want to build a new Zeppelin with a new style. So that's what we did today, was this guy. I want to kind of work on a new flat deck. I wanted to have more of that, like, I wanted it to be like I wanted to feel like a Zeppelin. You know what I'm saying? Like Zeppelins, man. And like this, the one I made before was cool, but like it didn't quite feel like steampunk Zeppelin. So that's what I did, was this. We worked out this kind of this new layout. It has this like this open section up here above everything. So we can like, you know, we can kind of go from here. But yeah, I wanted a new layout so when we do get everything ready to go, that we can gather all the materials. Oh, I missed a thing. Gather up all the materials we need to, and be able to like just rock a Zep real quick and get to work. You get that. Gotchas. Yeah, gotchas. That's right. If I remember correctly, there was a trench that had frogs and water. Oh, yeah. At the bottom of the trench where the Megalosaurus is. That's right. There's a bunch of frogs and stuff down there. The beavers were in the section by the green. Should I have my HUD off? We're in the section over by the green obby, where the beavers and stuff were. Kind of excited to see the city, though, man. Like, I hope that they did well with it. I'm curious how the tech bridges are going to work. They're going to look decent or not. It would be kind of fun to be able to set up the tech bridges. Is like if we do build like if we build the CC like on one of the walkways, to like tech bridge it down to like the way to get in and out, and be able to drive the rigs and stuff up and down the tech bridge would be kind of fun. Gotchas are such a time suck. I'm gonna try to use them. Yeah, I don't like them. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the gotchas and that kind of stuff, so I will try that as well, to not use them. There are some, but they're also I used to put a base on the green. There's a couple around there. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the gotchas for, you know, I'm fine with the gotchas not being a primary farming method. Like, you want to have one or two. Like, if I get one that does black pearls, great, right? Like, that's fine. I'll use it for black pearls. But, like people had gotcha farms. I just can't, it's too much. I can't do it. It's too much. Well, cool. I mean, that's kind of the prep I had to do, guys. There's nothing like, we're not taking this stuff over. We're not going to transfer things over to it. It's not going to be clustered right away. I want to get that new airship done. Kind of show you guys the new mods and stuff. Like I said, I do have a request out with Halen for a specific thing I want. That I want to use on the Zeppelins. We'll see if it works or not. Gotchas are the cookie clickers of ARK, yeah. All the gotcha. Mm-hmm. They do look cool. I really like that you like ride a little thing under their chins. It's neat, you know. But yeah, they're just, you know, wait. Yeah, I can't wait to get back in exploring again. That's one of my favorite things to do in ARK. I want to explore, see what we can find, pick a new spot, and then figure out what kind of base is going to work there, and then work on all the fun stuff, man. That's one of my favorite things to do, and like. Kind of got to a point where here on Aberration, we didn't really need to do that anymore. And we're going to do a thing over here. And we're going to be able to do that on Extinction, which would be great. Boss battle with gotchas. I will show, this is the thing I was messing with too. I was trying to figure out how to make this this work in an enclosed area. Man, he does not... Survivor Mate does not work well in enclosed areas. Like, I think if we're going to do farming stuff... Monkey, I'm not sure how well yours works, but like it feels like it needs to be open. Like, this dude was running to every corner, every wall he could, just running into everything and getting stuck. So I got to here, and then was like, well, we're done. King Titan with gotchas. Yeah. I actually wouldn't like, we're going to get gas bag things again too, which would be kind of fun. We don't really need to use the gas bags to send things, but it's a fun thing to do. Like I want to make like a fun little platform we can do the gas bags. I remember I mean, I used to ride them back with delivery crates back with the grappling hook, man. So like there's definitely some fun things to mess with in that for sure. One ad works great. The one on the island is always stuck. Yeah, this is not what this is meant for. Like this area wasn't meant for this. And it's, I know this is on triangle, so it's in weird angles, but like, boy, every time I came in and he was just doing this. I was like, what are you, get out of there. So yeah, it's fine. We'll probably build we'll do one someplace we can do all the stuff in. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for the mech suits too. I'm not going to use the mech thing all the time, but it's fun to have those little mechs and things too. Are we going to go for the wasteland? Let's see. Well, okay, guys, I guess we're going to call it a stream. Kind of a shorter one today. Just wanted to get some basics done, kind of get up to speed, kind of catch some things up, make some food, and then, I don't know, do something else. Maybe we'll stream something else tonight still too. I just want to get some basics out of the way and get some ARK back out there. Because I'm excited about tomorrow. I hope that we get the map tomorrow and it's not, Saturday or Sunday. I didn't take time off for ARK, but I had a week of vacation to burn. So I did it this week and was like, oh, hey, what great timing that, ARK is supposed to come out on Monday. I knew better. But yeah, so hopefully it comes out tomorrow, not crazy late in the day. We can work out some stuff and figure out when we're going to do our death run and everything. But yeah, thanks, Geeks. Oh, apparently it's dark time. Thanks for hanging out, Geeks. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, feel free to drop a like below. You can always subscribe for more content, and I will catch you on the flip side.